Here with head coach Paul Bennett as WPI sweeps Clark. And Paul, for the men, they complete their first ever undefeated season, establishing a new record for wins with 10. The women now tied for their most wins ever with 9 and the best winning percentage of all time. Talk about what the season meant to you with those new records and how you accomplished them this evening.
Well, in all honesty, I can't take any credit for it. We sat down at the beginning of the season, and both teams really wanted to push their records, and they both set out with specific goals of where they wanted to be, what they wanted to achieve. We've done a really nice job of increasing the competitiveness of the program, trying to bring more competitive teams to race, trying to put ourselves in a position to be beaten more often, and they've really stepped up to that. So over the last 3 or 4 years, we've really added, teams from around the region that are really tough, and it's a credit to our program that both squads have really stepped up and really been able to put out some really impressive wins. Some of the things that don't really show there, the men's team, in addition to be 10-0, they won both invitationals that they competed in, which is pretty impressive, not just because they won them, but they won them pretty handily. The women's team finished second at their invitational and third at the other, and for them it was their best showing across the board. So I have no complaints about where they are. They've done a lot of work, and they've improved tremendously from the beginning of the season.
And we honor 13 seniors tonight, and this group has the distinction of being the last one to swim in the bathtub. Talk about this group.
It's a special group. When we recruited them, they were one of the stronger groups, and right now they're influenced. We have 3 transfer students who came in and really helped kind of buoy our program and solidify the distance program and the women's sprints, and really just gave us a really good base. But with all that said, they've been the staunchest recruiters, and they've really worked at developing relationships with our recruits and helping to put us in a position to get more talented student athletes on campus. So I have to really give it to them. And not only that, but they've seen more school records fall. They've seen more wins in school history than any other program before. Every year the program's gotten stronger, and it's definitely the result of those young men and women working toward that. One
more invitational at Wheaton, and then back here for the NUMAC championships real quickly as we're up against time. Just talk about the rest of the season.
The Wheaton Invitational is for our athletes who we have squad size limits for the conference roster. So the athletes who can't compete at the conference meet will be going to Wheaton, or any of the athletes who need a last minute tune-up will head out to Wheaton, and then we'll hope Wheaton hosts a great meet. It'll be fast, and really looking forward to seeing what our athletes can do. It'll be a good precursor to our conference championships, and then conference championships, the goal is to try to be a little better than we were last year and try to improve a little bit on both sides.
Paul, thank you again. Congratulations. Great regular season dual meet schedule, and it was a great way to honor the seniors tonight.
Thank you, Rusty.